Hi! I wanted to talk about something today called hoarding stationery. It's a theme in a lot of my other videos. I've been someone who's hoarded stationery all my life. I think as a child, my parents encouraged me to get stationery by buying me a bunch of stickers, sketchbooks, pens, pencils. Honestly, my parents hoarded stationery too. But the thing is, I didn't really start using stationery until maybe my adulthood. There's this paralysis of having too beautiful, too precious stationery and not knowing where to use it, not wanting to use it because that means that you're using it and you're quote unquote wasting it. That's why people buy double stationery. They buy two of the same thing so that they can have one to hoard and then one to actually use. But recently, I've been doing this thing where I just try to use my stationery. I have a sketchbook. I will just put the stickers in, just use the washi tape, and there's something nice about it. There's something actually addicting about it. You start to want to actually use your stationery, and I think that's infectious too. So today I'm going to be decorating this red toolbox that I got from Vom. He gifted it to me. It's beautiful. I'm gonna start using it to store all my inks, all my papers and things when I'm moving around, going to friends' places, going to cafes if I'm drawing. I have some stickers that I just love in this little bin of stickers that I've collected, and it's time to finally use them. If you have something that you want to decorate, now's the time to do it. Go grab your stickers, go grab that thing you want to decorate. Or if you're not decorating and you just want to use your stickers, go get your sketchbook and let's just use our stickers. I've made other videos about using stationery and using your stickers and trying not to be scared of that, but all those videos were focused around using stickers and stationery on sketchbooks. But if you don't have a sketchbook, you're not that kind of artist, or you just have a bunch of stickers, but maybe you want to decorate other things like a toolbox, let's say, or a water bottle. I'm really proud of this water bottle because it's all of the Asian artists that I got merch from when I was over in Asia, except for this one. This is from an artist in Germany called Mochi Panko. But the other ones are from my Asia trip. This bottle is also an exclusive Starbucks X Japan. Yeah, immediately when I get things, I'm like, I just want to decorate it with my favorite stickers. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. And we gotta go through my sticker pile. In a separate session, I want to put all my stickers in a sticker book. I'm finally getting around to getting one and making one. But for now, let's just decorate this toolbox. I have some giant stickers here, and I really want to use them, but too small for this toolbox. So I'm gonna have to look for some 1-inch and 2-inch stickers. Okay, this is so crazy. I need to declutter. I'm also that person that organizes my stickers by size and by sheet. So these are all my sticker sheets. I don't know if I want to use them though. We'll see. I feel like it's hard to pinpoint exactly why these stickers. Some of them are sentimental, some of them I like the style a lot, some of them I like the message or the content. This one I just love because it's Shiba Inus driving a car. Alright guys, for the rest of this video, it will just be me putting on stickers to my toolbox. So if you want to work along the video in silence, you can just turn the audio very low or turn it off and just play your own music. But if you want to listen to me yap and ramble about random things, I don't know, then stay tuned for that. Oh, wait, if you are in Europe, if you're in London, or if you're in Germany, I'm visiting soon. So, more about that if you are specifically in the UK. It's 7 a.m. right now where I am filming and editing. I woke up today around 5:30 a.m. That's quite early for me. I'm someone who likes to sleep in. Usually I've been getting up around like 9 to 10 a.m. unless I have like a very early meeting, but for the most part I am not awake at 5:30 in the morning. I woke up super early today because we slept early yesterday around like 11 p.m. That's early. I feel like I usually go to bed around midnight or even 1 a.m. and then fall asleep around 2 a.m. But yesterday I just got home and decided it's time to sleep early. And then I woke up because my body naturally gets up after 6 hours of sleep for some reason. But if I'm sleeping beyond midnight, then I will sleep 8 to 9 hours. I don't know why my body does that. But yeah, I woke up early, I took a shower, and I made breakfast. I usually eat like toast with eggs or avocado. But today we had avocados. I had it with sesame seeds. I also like to sprinkle on pumpkin seeds. I add lemon and sesame oil and pepper and salt. It's the best. I love avocado toast. I'm supposed to be going to our store in Seattle today to set up some stuff. If you haven't heard about the store, it's called Happy Hugh's, previously known as Pikarar and Friends. We're located downtown Seattle and we're planning to reopen soon, but TBD on the exact date because we've just still figuring things out. But yeah, I'm going to the store in a couple hours and debating if I should take a nap before I go. Anyways, I will be going to London for a pop-up and a mini drawing workshop. So if you're based there or if you know anyone there, please come by and visit because it's not often that I'm going to Europe. I'm also going to do a giveaway for those located in London. I'm giving away some sketchbooks, some books that I've drawn. I've written the How to Draw Cute Things series. And so if you're interested in that, yeah, let your friends know. If you're in the area, please come by. It'd be so nice to say hi to you guys. I can't bring that many sketchbooks and books because traveling with that much weight would be difficult, so it's going to be very limited, and I don't have all the details for the giveaway yet, so you can stay tuned on my social media. I mostly post on Instagram at pikarar, so yeah, check it out. By the way, these stickers were made by Ben Kipo. It represents a group of friends of ours, and we take this annual trip together where we basically just go into the wilderness and rent like a cabin for all of us to stay in to do a mini art retreat where we just draw together, we do clay things, we paint. So each one of these stickers represents a friend. Can you guys guess which one I am? I'm very curious if you can tell. And the other stickers that I've chosen so far are very dear to me. Some of them are drawn by friends, some of them are from Asia. I took this trip to Taiwan, Japan, and Korea and got a bunch of stationery and a bunch of stickers from local artists, and I think that's really special to me is if I can go to another country and get art from the local artists there. It's just not something that you can commonly get, at home. So that's very special to me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for all the loud clanking sounds of the toolbox. I realize it can be very distracting, especially since I talk kind of quiet and the rest of the video is not that loud, So I'm so sorry about that. I will say, after traveling in Asia, and it's such a prominent space for stationery just because paper goods and paper things are still very relevant in their culture, especially since in school there's a lot of emphasis on writing, just paper things in general. I was really inspired to just make more stationery things. In the past, my portfolio has mostly been around product design, like apparel, home goods. I do a little bit of stationery, but I wouldn't say it's true stationery. I do stickers and prints, but in terms of things like washi tape tape, more paper goods, even sketchbooks. That's not something that I've really focused on. Only in the last year, I've been doing more stationery-esque things, and on this channel, I've been talking a lot about fine writing, fountain inks, fountain pens, things like that, because it has been a recent hobby for me. Don't be afraid to peel back your stickers. I feel like I was doing that a lot with this toolbox, just like peeling things back, removing things, making sure that I want other stickers in other places that I might, I don't know, want to readjust. So I kind of like that there wasn't any permanency with the toolbox in that sense. But yeah, going back to stationery, I was really inspired by my travels, and so this year for 2026, something that I want to focus more on is making more stationery goods outside of just stickers. Like, I really want to experiment with different papers. I want to look at the different types of washi tape that's available, whether it's like the actual weight of the washi tape paper, is it the foil finish, what other finishes are there, is it clear, hollow, I don't know. I'm really excited just to experiment with that, so stay tuned for that as well. I'll definitely share more once I get samples in the mail and you guys can see it here on my channel. Making more stationery also means that I will be trying to attend more stationery events. So I do have 2 lined up already. One is in Houston, Texas, or I think it's like around that area, somewhere in Houston, Texas, on the outskirts, I think, but it's called Little Craft Fest. That will be my very first stationery event that I'm going to. It's sometime in the spring, and I'll be bringing a lot of my general goods, like my sketchbooks, maybe some apparel if I can bring it on the plane or ship it ahead of time. I also want to bring my new things, so I'm making these like binder clips, or these clips that you can use for your sketchbooks or even just like snacks. And of course I'm making more washi tape, and I'll see if I have time to make these swatch papers for inks and watercolors. I don't know if they'll come in time, and it's something that I'm actively working on right now, so we'll see. The second event that I'll be going to, oh my gosh, I really wanted to use this sticker by OK Super Day, but I didn't realize it was transparent, and the blue transparent on the red toolbox just wasn't working. So no matter how many areas I was looking to see if it would fit, it just didn't fit. So I had to unfortunately put it away, and maybe another time I will be able to use the sticker because I really like the design. I just didn't know it was transparent. Alright, I'm almost done with the toolbox. I just need to do a little more finishing touches. I wanted to mention this entire time while I was decorating the toolbox, I'm also having a spa day. I have this foot massager from Bob and Brad. It's the best. If you're someone who's standing all the time at your standing desk or at your job, or if you do conventions as an artist, this, after a long day of that, or this even during your working time, like right now for me, I'm decorating stickers while I'm sitting here, it's the best. You can change the intensity levels, it's even heated. I like that it rolls around the balls of my feet and the top of my feet. I think out of all the massaging things that I have, this one is my favorite. It's honestly so nice that I don't even want to get up. Like sometimes I just need to go to the bathroom or I need to get water, but I'm like, I don't want to leave. It's amazing. Thank you, Bob and Brad. Please keep making more artist-friendly massaging things. Or even if you're not an artist, honestly, you need this. Yeah, the second stationery event that I'll be going to is called Stationery Fest, and that one is in New York. I think it's around Brooklyn area. I think it's hosted by Yoseka Stationery, which is a store in Brooklyn. I'm really excited for that one because they bring in international vendors, they bring in official retail vendors, and yeah, super stoked to be amongst the lineup for that one. And here is the final toolbox. I'm super happy with how it turned out. I love all the stickers. I can't stop staring at them. I also realized in the process of doing these things, some stickers that were made for paper and not, not like water bottles or anything, they didn't stick very well, especially on the edges where the curves of the toolbox are, but that's okay. I don't know, not a big deal. I'm just gonna keep trying to pin them down. I realized through this process that I'm not a huge like deco person using tiny stickers and things like that. I tried to put stickers in all the crevices and that's why I use a lot of tiny stickers, but I realized I'm someone who likes the aesthetic of giant stickers and just huge stickers scattered all over the toolbox like this side. But that's okay. I loved all the stickers that I used and I'm really happy that I finally decorated it. So now I have something nice to look at. And that's the end of my video. Here is a end snippet of when I was recording and Foam came into the room and decided to do a mini voiceover for me unprompted. Enjoy.
You want to voiceover? Hey guys, I'm winning out. This is my little toolbox that my so sexy husband got me. It's like pretty cool. I put some stickers on it. I'm probably gonna keep like toilet paper inside just in case I go out and I need a poop really bad. Sometimes I just forget to wipe when I'm out. But yeah, and look at this little latch. Oh, so snug. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. You see these two stickers on the side? I think they're like little dog breads. Kind of look like nipples from far away.
These?
Yeah. Yeah, look at this little handle.
Those are monkeys.
They're the little monkeys that look like nipples, and look at this little cool handle.
Tell them to like, comment, and subscribe.
You should not like, you should not comment, you should not subscribe, but you should share this with your grandma, and then maybe she'll like, she'll subscribe, and maybe she'll share it back to you. Then you can like and you can subscribe and comment. Anyway, that's me, pikarar.